Hi guys, welcome to the Savvy Money Show with me, your host Sean. If you find any of today's entertainment helpful, don't forget to smash that lovely like button. It helps with the YouTube algorithm and getting the video out to more people. If you haven't subscribed already, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and bell notification. You'll be notified when a new video gets uploaded. If you're looking for a free trading platform on which to trade your stocks and shares, don't forget to look in the links in the description below. You'll be rewarded with a free share worth up to £200, and free trade only requires a £1 deposit. The others require £100, so it's like free money. You'll get a free share, I'll get a free share. It's a win-win. I want to thank all my subscribers for subscribing, and I want to thank you for giving up your free time to watch this video. Now on with the show. Starting with penny stocks. Jumia Technologies. It's Africa's version of Amazon. I said before how Facebook had laid down lots of cable so they could go online and search on Amazon. Search on Facebook. Now it would give a bump to these guys as well, but people have to go on them. Last year it had a high of 25. It did actually reach, when it IPO'd, it did reach 5 years ago over 50. I don't expect it to reach that again, not for a long time. However, I like it at this price. I think Africa is one of the big growth nations. I did my China versus Vietnam growth video, and I actually mentioned Africa. The 50 growth nations at the time were African countries, and the fact is China has invested a lot into Africa, and so have some American companies. I do think if you want to get on the ground floor of a country, and this is a stock you put in your drawer and leave if you're a young investor for 10 years, and then you see it blossom. Now, Suntex Enterprise. Now the price looks shocking, I've got to say, but when we go back and we look through it, we do have to see that also when we look at this on the other, whenever we see a company that is on classed as on other, it always kind of gives me shudders. And as you'll see, there'll be no information. It'll be hard to find information, but it's purchased. Suntex has purchased a couple of companies like Bitcoin miners and but they are supposed to be doing sorry about that. They're supposed to have had a successful testing of a product. This is supposed to be a pump and dump. Now, it's supposed to be an intraday trading one. If you can get it, open a day and then sell it at a profit within a day. But again, it's a risky one to go into. Now on to the next one. Awesome. Evoc. Now Evoc I mentioned before, and if you had got it, you would sugar. Don't want to see any messages. I was socially distancing before COVID-19 came out. Now if you had got it before, you would have got to run up, and then again I mentioned it, when it was there just before the run up. Shame I didn't mention it now. And you'll see it's come back down again. Now, with Evoc, it's got an FDA approved drug, and as I always say, we don't hold it through FDA in case it doesn't get approved, and even if it does, there's a sell-off. There's been profit taking. They expect it to be debt free in the next quarter, which would be good for it, but you see the resubmission for Gimoti has got acceptance, and they have initiated a phase 2 study for another drug, which should be coming to fruition soon. Now, this should push them forward. This should kind of give them the push they need to set up. I think this could be a good play, but remember, this could also be a play that you could lose your money. Now, transport and logistics system. Now, recently they've acquired a couple of transport companies. There is supposed to be an Amazon tie-up. I know Amazon have been buying up a couple of companies like Rivian and that, but that is for the EV market. Now, again, this is one that they're supposed to this is one that is at a low price, and it's supposed to have a good return. They do not like taking on debt, which I like. They use shares to acquire companies, and I think you see this, all the management of TOSS is very brilliant. These are stockholders who are conversing, and you see this how we could see 300%, 1,000% rise in the coming months or years. And this is before it come out about Amazon. Not that I listen to rumours. Now, I think it's a well-run company, and to tell the truth, if it was a bigger company, it would just be surging in this market. And if it was on the New York Stock Exchange, you know, old Powell would be pumping it up and keeping it up, but it's not, so it's down there. But I also think because it's down there, it would be a perfect company to be acquired by Amazon. However, there's no guarantee of that, so we can't buy on the back of that. We buy on the back of that they've been acquiring companies, and it's been good value for them. So this is a company I spoke about before, Nokia, and it's been gone up slightly, but not enough to put you off, and not enough to brag about, because not that I brag anyway. It was not even enough to sell it. They are going to be major in 5G. Apparently they've been getting contracts across the US, and it's completed its first successful US based 5G trial in the C-band spectrum, and it tests open source with AT&T, and it's been doing all sorts of contracts with different companies. You know, look at this supply chain with Broadcom as a chip vendor, you know. And when you think all these companies, how much they've surged during this time, and Nokia is such a big brand over abroad, and I understand they have a lot of shares on the market, but there's no way they should be at this price. And I think, and people and experts are telling me that you should diversify, you should go into the Japanese market. They're telling me steer clear of the Chinese market, go into the Japanese market. It's the one to be in for future. And I'm thinking, this is the perfect company to go into for the Japanese market. It's a low price, so you get more shares for your money. It is one that is going to make out of 5G, which usually gets a premium. It's a 5% dividend. Why wouldn't I? You know, and I have. Now, Neo, although the price is above what is said, you know, Neo has raised a bit recently. We have heard reasons for and against Neo. Personally, I've had a lot of people tell me I should sell because it's going to come back down to $6, but they've diluted you. But all companies like this are going to dilute you. But you got to remember, if you're in it for long term, you wanted that deal to go ahead, because that means that was part of the agreement for the investment, which is going to pay off a lot of his debt. Things are looking good for Neo. That's all I'm going to say. I can't say much more, but I think people should look in. And the last one for today is going to be Strongbridge Biopharma. Now, Strongbridge is a type of company that should be doing better than it is. It is holding a virtual healthcare conference soon. Now, it's had a little surge, but not too much. You've got to remember, it's owned 67% by institutions. Now, a couple of months ago, it's reported a loss, but it's still improved on what the estimates were. Now, I recommended buying this when it was here. I think here, but I understand why people didn't. I didn't, because it just looked flat. I thought, oh, I may as well wait and hold. I made a mistake of not, and it's gone up. But I still think it's worth going into. I don't want to put too much time on it. You know, they've got a phase 3 study of levocets. I'm not even going to try and pronounce. With adults with hypercortisolism, demonstrated normalization of free cortisol. 62% of those completing 6 months of maintenance treatment. You know, it helps those who have got diabetes as well. So there will be people who can come off of diabetes treatment. Now, I don't mean diabetes type 1 and that, and there will be people on diabetes type 1 who will be taking this to improve the type 1, to reduce the amount they take. I think, to tell the truth, this will go through and be a big player. Now, I think this is worth taking a punt on, because we know diabetes medication costs a lot of money. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the show. Sorry it's appeared I've been a bit boring and monotonous. I'll be doing another one shortly, and I'll see you in the next episode. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe. Don't forget to comment if you have any you want me to look into. or if you agree or disagree with any of my picks. I'll see you then.